Next one. National parks, I think I just would like to skip because I just mentioned that 20% of the total area in Nepal are protected under national parks. So these are some of the national parks people they visit, and the one that doesn't have the star, say Phoksondo National Park, that is in the high Himalayas. There was also a movie, what's the name of the movie? Caravan. There was a movie called Caravan that was filmed in that place called Dolba. Very, very beautiful, but I think you cannot go by car. You have to walk or you have to book a helicopter. I think that's the problem. Otherwise, beautiful. And there are a number of other places similar to that one. I have been to a couple of those places, very beautiful, like Khapkar National Park and things like that. Next one. Adventure, I will just, I think in addition to what I told you before, there are paragliding, canoeing, jungle safari and these kind of things. And the beauty of Nepal, I think as our previous speakers were telling, that the elevation goes from 60 meters from the sea level, from the southern part of Nepal to 8,848. So that is something like from 200 feet to 29,000 feet within a distance of 100 miles. That's 150 kilometers about, approximately. So I think you can drive from 200 feet to, definitely not to 29,000 feet, but you can go up to Himalayas by driving a car or a jeep in a single day. I think that's one of the beauties of Nepal. So that makes Nepal very rich in biodiversity. If you'd like to see anything in tropical forest, you can get those things in Nepal. If you'd like to see anything that is not available anywhere in the world, near the base camp of Mount Everest, which is very high, you can get some of those things in Nepal. Next one. You probably would be asking how many people go to Nepal. It's approximately 500,000. We don't have to go by all these numbers, but it's approximately 500,000. The reason is, I think we had some problem in between 1996 to 2006. We had the Maoist problem in Nepal, conflict. So we already achieved 500,000 in 1998, but after that it started declining. And then again from 2006, because there was a peace negotiation between the Maoist party and other parties of Nepal. Maoist party, they have participated in the election. They also led the government for about 9 months. They are now in the opposition. So from 2006 onwards, it's again it has started increasing. But if you see how many Americans are going, I think about 25,000, I guess. But if we see the statistics in 2009, 2008 increased by about 3%, American, 2%. Last year, 2010, if we see the data in February 2010, the latest data that I saw, the American going to Nepal increased by 53% compared to the February 2009. So it's amazing number, basically. Average stay for the last 10 years, around 10 days. The reason is that people would like to go for trekking, not just to see Kathmandu. They would like to go and visit outside Kathmandu, so it's about 10 days. One of the highest in the world, basically. Major tourist generating market, Western Europe, South Asia, Southeast Asia, North America, and Oceania. Next one, please. You probably will also ask the question, how many airlines, how to go to Nepal? I think there are about online airlines activities where we can see the information online. About 19 international airlines. They fly to Nepal with total annual passenger seat capacity of about 1.3 million. So that's the capacity they have. They have agreement with the government of Nepal, which is huge. And also accommodation facility with a bed capacity of about 21,133 in star categories and about 4,000 in non-star. Many people also go to the non-star in Nepal. I think we have a place called Thamel, where people would like to go and spend a few days. That's a freak market, that's what people call it. I think I have seen even a millionaire and even billionaire from the United States going and hanging around in Thamel area for a couple of days. Yeah. A very interesting place. Next one. I think that's what I wanted to say, and then these are some of the pictures. I think probably you have seen some of those pictures in the television, website, and other places. I think this is one of the places in the base camp area, going towards the base camp. You see high Himalayas, but in the meantime, the river also. Next one, please. Yeah, I think these are just some of the pictures I copied and pasted. These are not taken by myself. Maybe tourism board. Next one, please. Yeah, this is red panda. I guess Nepal is one of the places where you can see red panda. I think it's probably not available in many other places. Next one, please. Rhinos. People go to Chitwan, some of the national parks. You see rhinos in Nepal. Next one. Yeah, with the baby rhinos. These are the people in the northern part of the country. So they have kept live the Tibetan culture, tradition, and festivals in some of the districts in Nepal. Interesting. Next one. I think these are some of the people from the hilly areas. They look like some of the people from Central America too. But, we have all kinds of ethnic groups. Next one. This is, we call living goddess. Maybe Binitaji, she can explain more about this one. But she's a very legendary figure in Kathmandu. I think she has a palace. I think she's chosen with certain rituals and with certain process, very complicated. And for a certain period of time, I think she is considered as the living goddess. Even when we had the king used to go and bow to her. These days, the president, he is supposed to go once in a year and visit her and bow her. Next one, please. This is one of the very famous Buddhist monastery in Kathmandu. Next one. This is 5-story. This is one of the Hindu temples in Kathmandu, 5-story, but very famous and very, very old. Next one. This is one of the very beautiful places in Nepal called Pokhara. You have beautiful lakes as well as beautiful mountains. Next one. Thank you. Thank you so much.